Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. So far, my morning strategies today I am 0 for 2. I am currently in my second session in oil, so I'm really hoping that that can turn around my day. And so I'll bring that and some of the results from the bot from last week right after the intro. All right, as always, nothing that I state on this channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that you put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so I just pulled up the chart in TradingView for oil. Session one this morning, we get triggered to the short right off this inside bar at 8:05. Never was in profit, just pretty much tagged me in and took me in for a quick loss. So first trade was 14 ticks, so I lost 140 bucks. We are currently in a second session oil. So we got an inside bar right here, and we got triggered to the short. Now here's the beauty of this one. If I remember, I think it was either last week or the week prior, I had changed the strategy to now doing a one tick offset on my short and long entries. So right now, it's proving to be, well, I'm still losing right on this trade, but on my old prior strategy, if we were doing equal highs, we would have got into a long at this point, and we would have gotten stopped out right here. So we would have lost if I did not have that one tick offset there. So hopefully hopefully we get a downward push and it proves to be a winner in the change in strategy there. Slight change in strategy as far as the entry. Let's pull up gold. Not good. So we got an inside bar at 8:40 this morning. Triggered me to the long. And again, really never in profit. Took me in for a 28 tick loss or 280 bucks. So really, really hoping that oil can come and hopefully save the day. How did the bot leave off last week? All right, so Friday, and I thought I had this open. Let me see. I'm gonna have to take this. Give me 1 second and let me open up our P&L from Friday. And sorry, I know you guys are probably like, well, looks like a different type of environment that what he normally is trading in, which is true. So far, it's proven to be a loser for me. I had to come down to Florida to our place. Had an issue with the water heater, and so I should have just honestly left. All right, so Friday was a great trading day. Brought the account back up to 4,891. So we're down about about 109 bucks. Hoping that we can make something here today. Sorry about this ugly ass color, but I was trying to change the colors here in oil. It's freaking brutally ugly. But my issue is that I brought my laptop, I brought all my video equipment with me on my trip, which I should have just left all that shit at home and not even traded today. But you could tell I'm a little flustered, and to top it all off, my 835 trade also lost, so 0 for 3. And depending on what oil does here, can really be a doozy of a day. But I can't change this color right now because I'm going to have to turn off the strategy for it, so it is what it is. Hopefully the ugly can turn into something pretty. Let me take a peek here. What's this doing? All right, well, still in a loss there. Okay, so Oh, and I was just saying, I brought my laptop, and I haven't powered up my laptop with the charts and everything for maybe 2 months, and I had to redo all the strategies, update all my charts and the instruments, and it was what a pain in the ass that was. Like I said, I should have just left this all at home and just started my trading tomorrow, Tuesday, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, well, let's see what the bot can take here. I'm really hoping that this thing can at least get into some profit. And I'll give you a recap on how my second session in oil does here. Stick around. All right, the bot here just recently got us into a trade in oil. It's looking for a short on a 5-minute red line. I actually had my oil session 2 chart open at this point. And here's the thing. So I'm looking to see, okay, let's take a look at price action. I actually had my oil chart open right on here. And again, just one issue of not being in my home environment with multiple screens. I get into a pretty lousy trade here on a short where if you look at price action to the left, all this is just a bunch of consolidation here. And you know, this is a very choppy oil market, as you guys just saw in my second session of oil there. So what I'm thinking is, all right, how can I kind of, you know, if we were to get a push down, and I'm honestly not even anticipating it, but if we can get a push down here, where would we likely want to go? And that's where I then start to narrow in my take profit. I take it up to that pivot point, and I'm thinking to myself, well, to be honest with you, I think even the better take profit here would be the pivot point that's right above my take profit here, where that big green up candle is at, where it starts. You know, that to me would seem like a very natural place where if we were to get a push down, could definitely work. So, you know, full transparency, in my opinion, this is not a trade that I should have gotten into, or I should have said that I would have probably overwritten the bot at that point, just because of that price action. Just not looking very good. And I'm not sure. I don't remember if my stop loss gets moved on the trailing or not here. I don't think it does.
Order canceled.
All right, so that was loss in oil.
Order submitted.
All right, here the bot gets me into a short off the 5-minute red line. I'm right in front of the charts now, and I was anticipating this 5-minute red line there. And I actually really like this trade. I mean, look at that strong rhythmic push down. We then get a push up. We're in about $165 of profit here. Really liking this trade. And I did move my stop to a little above that pivot area where both of the big red and green candle, where they're both, I guess the red at the low and the green at that low. I just knew that that's where a big push we had up. So I knew there would be some orders sitting right there, and told myself that it's just again a very natural place for price action to want to go to, and I knew at that point I'd probably be up $400 to $500 in the trade if I can get down to that take profit. So in this trade, completely unlike the trade in oil, it was, I was just in a much better, I had a much better feeling on this trade. And here the trade does take us to, or I should say the automated trailing system does take us to break even. So I know I don't have any risk on the table here. And when I'm this far away from my entry price, I'm actually enjoying
Order
that.
submitted.
I'm enjoying that, not having any risk on the table. And here you can see it's price action starting to kind of get close to back to my stop loss and my entry area. So I'm just looking hopefully for one strong push downwards.
Order canceled.
And unfortunately, that's a break-even trade on the Nas. I think we were up maybe 180, 190 on that trade, but just couldn't get it done. All right, here the bot gets me into a 5-minute red line on the NQ, so it's looking for a short, and right away, I mean, it's been bouncing off of this, it's been bouncing off the 5-minute red line. I think it's going to go on 4 bars. So, it's kind of a choppy area here. I do open up my my stop loss just a little bit to get it a little bit over that 5-minute red line. I've seen how price action is going back and forth. One thing to note too is on the previous break-even trade, man, did that one hurt, because that one also flushed. That would have been a great trade. Actually ended up knocking us out. We could have got some pretty good profit on that one. But so here, like I said, I moved the stop just to give myself a little bit more space on this trade on the 5-minute red line. Sped up the video on this one as well, because this trade did last me a good amount of time. We're just in this range, we sit in this range. The NQ's had some movement, if we look to the left, but it's just now it's been parked in this range, and trade's not looking obviously the best at this point. And we end up getting knocked out of this trade. All right, there you have it. There were the trades that the bot took for today. So overall, in general, a poor session in trading. Took that one trade there that broke even, and I liked the trades. I was in front of the charts for every single trade today, and I was okay with the setup. Some pretty big moves today. both ways in both directions. I mean, this was a big move up, big move down, and a move, right now midday that is just pretty. I mean, that's like 100, maybe 150 points or 150 ticks that in movement there. So again, it's just, it's hard to find direction by the time that this thing kind of calibrates its direction. Then you're kind of waiting for a pullback into the EMA. Even the overnight open today just didn't, nothing was really respected there. So overall, a loss today on the bot. Let me bring up our numbers. Today took a loss of 302, bringing our account back down to 45.88. So now we're down about $412. And let's take a look at the performance. I think today there was a total of 3 trades. Yep. So we had that one break-even trade and then the 2 losses. So we had gross loss of 290, commissions 1288, total loss 302 for the day. All right, so I already showed you guys. Well, I guess let me just recap my morning strategies this morning and how they fared. Obviously, I know we talked about gold this morning, but that was a loss. We got activated into a long and quickly reversed down for and knocked us out there for 28 ticks or $280. So that was, I think that was the first loss. I think it was before oil. Let me see. I'll pull up oil now. No, I think actually oil, we might have been in it. So first session today in oil took a loss of 14 ticks. So at that point, when I left you guys, I know I was down 2 trades. And I was into this trade for oil in the second session. And I said, well, I'll see what happens here. And here's the beauty. So this trade ended up winning. We got activated to the short, and it took a while. It took us maybe 35 minutes, 40 minutes in this trade. But we were able to take full take profit of 23 ticks or $230. So in oil today, we had a winner, slight winner, $90 winner in both of those sessions. But then you put into account gold. Today was a losing day for my strategies. But here's something I want to leave you guys with in my strategies. So as you guys know, I have now started to do a 1 tick offset. And that 1 tick today actually put $230 into my pocket today, because otherwise we would have gotten an equal high here. We would have been activated into a long, and we would have taken this for a loss. So that 1 tick offset proved to be a pretty good decision that I have added to my strategy in oil and in gold. I already had that built into my NQ strategy. So, I don't know. Throughout my back testing, last like 5 months, first 3-4 months, I noticed that it didn't really affect. It was very marginal. So I figured I'd leave it. But for the last maybe 3-4 weeks, I've definitely been noticing more trades getting that 1 tick offset can help with our profit and loss. So that's the day today in trading. Definitely overall just in the red. So it sucks because it's starting the week on a Monday in the red. You don't ever want to chase, and that is the one thing. The second thing I'll leave you with is that is the beauty of my strategies, is that it is very, very difficult to overtrade, if not impossible. Because if you're following the rules for time and condition, you can't overtrade. So yeah, you're going to have some days where you're going to be in the red, but starts to kind of cap off. And before, and even I even had this feeling today, like, man, I wish I could take another trade. I wish I could take another trade. I wish I could take another trade. And if the setup's not there and the conditions not there, you don't take the extra trade. So it is what I don't know. I guess that's what I'll leave you with. If you're enjoying the content, please consider hitting the like button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the strategies today. And most importantly, please subscribe to the channel. All right, everyone. Happy trading and see you tomorrow.